Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about religion and why I think that's a key turning point in human history. Um, it gave people back then a lot to follow. It gave them a code of ethics and morals that they could follow instead of being heathenists and whatnot towards each other, always trying to conquer or not coincide whatsoever. Um, it gave large groups of people a belief that they could share instead of always belittling each other and being in constant competition and fighting for whose belief was superior. Among that, it also gave rulers more power. It gave them more confidence. It gave them kind of like more than a man type of persona. Um, if they had accepted a popular belief within their lands. It encouraged people to work harder. They would be more excited to build churches and things they could feel would be rewarded to them in the afterlife, as opposed to just building fortresses for war and what. So here we can look at the timeline of the Buddhist religion. Um, and we can see at 480 BC the birth of Buddha, and the first Buddhist council, which would be kind of like the picture in the back here, would be around the time of his death in 405 BC. Um, Buddhism would not arrive in Southeast Asia in a public manner until 105 years later, about. And after the teachings of Buddhism kind of spread, there were still fights over the polytheistic belief prior to the Buddhists and their teachings. A king of the land, Ashoka, after many years of battle, saw what war does, and he took a oath to nonviolence and converted to Buddhism, and that really helped spread the religion to his kin, his people of his land. So Christianity starts around 6 BC with the birth of Jesus. Um, I mean, it doesn't start there, that's when he was born, but it doesn't really start until the crucifixion of Jesus, when his disciples are impacted greatly by this. They see the uh, the miracle worked in at Jesus's resurrection. They go um, they go sporadic in spreading the words and the teachings of him, um, and this just spreads. It is it, in a time of ancient Rome. Um, there was a lot of persecution. There was um, a lot of hate, a lot of prejudice in the Judea world ruled by the Romans, and so this caught on and got the attention of the Romans, and then eventually in 312, Constantine became the first Christian emperor. This pushing the Christian belief and religion into the spread of Europe. And in around 800 current era, Charlemagne was proclaimed the ruler of the Holy Roman Empire, in which at that time they were getting invaded by Vikings and Danes, and from the north and from the south, Muslims, and from the east. Um, and that kind of it gave their people more of a spirit, more of a reason to fight, more of a um, kind of a backbone, and preserved what the traditions that cross over into modern day Europe. Islam was started around 610 after Muhammad had become a prophet and started preaching in Mecca. The death of Muhammad started the path of caliphs, and the Caliph Uthman has written the Quran, and he started the spread of that, in which people would take kindly to the one God and the submission to Allah, um, instead of uh, being at constant war with neighboring tribes and neighboring nomadics that would believe in separate gods in a set of gods that they all believed in, if that makes sense. Basically, what I mean by that is there'd be a set of gods that everybody would practice, but they'd be in constant battle for whose god was superior, and that kind of put an end to all that. So, in wrapping everything up, um, I believe that religion has changed the way that humans interact with each other. In every religion, there is almost there is a very strong code of praise the Lord that, or praise the God that speaks within that religion, but also be accepting of others. And it kind of sparked more of a compassion and empathetic view that the humans, I don't feel, have really fully embraced since the the religion, these universal religions that we can pick apart and look at how they influence history today. So thank you guys, and have a good weekend.